We're working the latest now on a Providence elementary school gym teacher accused of child molestation. New tonight, we've learned the Providence School Department never notified DCYF about the allegations.
State law requires that DCYF be notified of any child molestation allegations within 24 hours. At noon, we told you the agency was not informed of the allegations until June 20th, 6 weeks after James Duffy was placed on paid administrative leave from Harry Kazarian Elementary School. Eyewitness News reporter Jared Plinders working the latest now live from the Providence mobile newsroom. Jared?
Well, Shannon and Steve, the school department saying it has to review procedures in light of the case, and the police went into this building this week with search warrants looking for materials. Eyewitness News confirming tonight that for at least 6 weeks, no one from the Providence School Department ever contacted the State Department of Children, Youth and Families about sexual assault allegations against gym teacher James Duffy. The 53-year-old Duffy, placed on leave back in early May, is charged with molesting 3 11-year-old girls at Harry Kazarian Elementary. DCYF telling Eyewitness News it didn't hear a thing until it received a report 2 Tuesdays ago, and as of midday Friday, the agency had still not been contacted by Providence schools. Under state law, anyone who has reasonable cause to suspect a child is the victim of sexual abuse has 24 hours to report it to DCYF. According to police documents, when a detective first approached the school, an assistant principal said a department investigation had been ongoing. A few days later, a school department human resources worker gave the detective 68 pages of documents from his internal investigation. Providence School spokeswoman Laura Hart tells Eyewitness News the district is reviewing its protocols to make sure all parties understand the responsibilities when allegations are made. As for those allegations, one of the 11-year-old girls told police Duffy had touched her and her best friends, touching her chest in a circular motion and rubbing his body against her back. Another girl claimed Duffy touched the side of her chest and began to, quote, grind on the back of her body. And a third girl told police 2 years earlier, when she was in 3rd grade, Duffy had touched her in a similar way as she did jumping jacks. The police interviews took place in late June, over a month after Duffy had been placed on leave. And we asked Superintendent Chris Marr several questions today, including why the district didn't feel the need to tell police it was conducting its own investigation. Those questions were not answered, but we were sent this statement. It reads in part, the allegations at Harry Kazarian Elementary School are deeply disturbing to our entire community. It is important to remember that immediately upon hearing of the accusation, the teacher was removed from the school and has not returned since. Presently, there is a criminal investigation underway of the events that led up to the arrest. Once completed, the district will take the appropriate personnel actions based on information and recommendations provided by that investigation. Now, coming up new at 6 o'clock, a letter finally sent home to parents of kids at that school. We have it. We'll bring it to you next hour. Live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom tonight, Jared Pliner, Eyewitness News.
New details at 6 on the child molestation allegations against a Providence gym teacher. We've obtained a copy of the letter that was sent home to parents just today. As we first broke at noon, we've learned DCYF did not learn about the allegations until 6 weeks after the gym teacher was suspended. And DCYF claims it didn't hear from the school department at all. Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pliner joins us live from the Providence Mobile Newsroom with more.
Well, Steve, at 5 o'clock, we talk more about the allegations, which include inappropriate touching of these girls' bodies. And, you know, police went into the school department this week with search warrants looking for evidence. The State Department of Children, Youth and Families confirming to Eyewitness News tonight that for at least 6 weeks, no one from the Providence School Department ever contacted the agency about child molestation allegations against a gym teacher. 53-year-old James Duffy placed on leave in early May, charged with assaulting 3 11-year-old girls at Harry Kazarian Elementary. Under state law, anyone who suspects child sexual abuse has 24 hours to report it to DCYF. According to police documents, when a detective first approached the school, an assistant principal said a department investigation had been ongoing. A few days later, a school department human resources worker turned over 68 pages of documents from his internal investigation. Now, for the first time in almost 2 months, Providence Schools sending a letter home to Kazarian parents, noting news coverage. The superintendent writes, quote, the Kazarian school community and the Providence Public School District at large share your concern about this development. The safety of our students is always our top priority. Please be reassured that per safety protocol, the district immediately removed the teacher from the school and placed him on leave the same day the allegations came to light. The district has also been actively cooperating with the police on its investigation. Now, our questions to Superintendent Chris Marr today, which included how many adults knew and why didn't the department notify police it was conducting its own investigation? Well, those questions went unanswered. Live outside the school department tonight with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Jared Planner, Eyewitness News.